I've been thinking this question a lot. When you are on the internet, do you feel safe? Do you expect the internet to be friendly? What was your first thought when you discovered the internet? A world of endless possibilities? A new way to communicate with anyone around the globe, perhaps? All these questions I ask, are they even relevant in this day and age? Hello beautiful people, my name is Gabe, and in this video, I'll be discussing the $1 billion question. Is the internet cruel? Disclaimer, this video is mostly based on my opinion and through my perspective. Some parts of the video also touch on sensitive topics that can get a little bit political. My opinion can change as I grow up and learn more things that I'm not aware of. So please, if I said anything that you consider as offensive, I apologize, as it was not my intention whatsoever. Why did I make this video? Well, recently I had an online argument with a random internet user, which didn't go too well. It was an Instagram post about a racist tweet. Going to the comment section like I always do, the most liked comment said, "They're just jealous of us cause we're prettier and whiter, unlike them mostly dark." It's in my native language, but it is still what it is when translated to English. So I told him politely that I got his point, but it's a bit colorist and unnecessary to mention skin tone to fight back racism, not to mention how misleading the joke is since my people are diverse in terms of skin tone. I felt the need to educate him on colorism, explaining very politely on why his joke was insensitive to people with darker skin. But oh boy, instead of taking that criticism with open arms, he got mad at me, calling me an idiot for being too serious and soft. He even got his friends defended him. I questioned myself. Was it wrong for me to educate him on issues like this? Was I being overly sensitive over a mere joke? Am I becoming the snowflake or SJW that everyone hates on the internet? Some people in the comment also felt the same way, that the joke is colorist. I knew I wasn't wrong to point out his mistakes, but why is it hard for him to own up to it? Or at least be mature and respectful. Considering that he is still a teenager, it's understandable why he can't converse maturely, so I just let him be. This situation isn't exclusive to me, but I'm pretty sure almost every internet user more or less experiences this daily. So instead of being petty about it, I asked myself the question, is being respectful uncool these days? Yebs. I think a part of this problem can be explained by this. Your screen is your border and shield. That's pretty much what the online disinhibition effect is. According to Wikipedia, online disinhibition effect is the lack of restraint one feels when communicating online in comparison to communicating in person. People feel safer saying things online, which they would not say in real life because they have the ability to remain completely anonymous and invisible behind a computer screen. The manifestations of such effect could be in both positive and negative directions. Thus, online disinhibition effect could be classified as benign disinhibition or toxic disinhibition. It is undeniable that we feel protected when going online because you're not facing those people directly in the real world. So it's easier for anyone to get into conversation without feeling the need to be responsible for what they're saying. Because of this anonymity, people are more outspoken about things, no matter how controversial or offensive it is online. There's nothing that you can do to them other than showing reaction and reporting the post to the site moderator, unless if it's really severe, such as doxing, pretending to be someone else, and death threats, which can lead to the authorities being involved. The internet births so many things, including cancel culture, memers, influencers, content creators, online communities for different groups of people, keyboard warriors, and trolls. Trolling is the act of intentionally upsetting online users to provoke reaction and responses for their amusement. I got more active on Twitter this past 2 weeks. Initially, I didn't expect much from it, even though it's common knowledge that Twitter is a galaxy of toxicity filled with rage culture and trolling. But I didn't know it was that bad. I myself am very opinionated, but I thought my opinions on things are already savage enough. Almost every day, there's always gonna be tweets that went viral. Most of them are users' opinions on random things. Going to the replies proves how vocal Twitter users are when expressing their thoughts, regardless of the validity. Unsurprisingly, even harmless tweets about a wedding or a fan art receive negative replies, pointing out things that are unrelated or just straight up hateful for no reason. This is not just a problem on Twitter, it's on Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, other social sites, and even in online gaming as well.
Shut up.
Having fun is fine, but not to the point where it becomes harassment and hate speech. There's a line in the Wikipedia article that I want to highlight. Considering the different subcultures of online communities, people may have various tolerance towards a particular social behavior. We can see this clearly in action when we encounter online fan bases. For example, a fan of a video game gives constructive criticism to the devs on how to improve the game better. However, toxic hardcore fans don't see this as helpful or constructive, but rather they see it as hatred toward the game. Then more toxic fans jump on the bandwagon to attack the innocent fan. This toxic side of the fan base has normalized attacking someone who showed dislike to the game. This creates a problem to any new fans who seek to be in the fan base, as they need to decide whether they want to fit in with the majority, the toxic side, or be the odd one, which they could be ridiculed for. Having that sad tolerance can help you fit in with the community better, but does it matter if some people doesn't feel comfortable with it? So I decided to ask the internet what their general internet experience is like by going to VRChat and making some polls on Twitter and Instagram. So I want to ask you guys about your personal experience with other online users.
I have lots of experience with online users.
Same.
Okay, great. How would you describe your online experience?
Like,
What was that?
of
'Cause
course it's
just
fun.
BRB.
But like every now and then you get those fucking toxic 8-year-olds.
Sometimes you end up dealing with trolls.
I mean, it was pretty good.
Do you think everyone on the internet is friendly?
No, because I've been through an experience of many different type of people. Some are friendly and they just want to talk, and then some just want to fight and start drama and start fucking different type of shit.
Oh,
No, not everyone.
No,
No,
not everyone.
Not everyone. I had that experience on Instagram. Not very nice.
Have you ever encountered toxic behavior online, such as being cyberbullied or random people attacking you or saying negative things to you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a
I
every day.
pretty much
some
was
games,
pretty
though.
much getting abused.
I encountered cyberbullying, people who scam people on an email, and all sorts of craziness.
Were you in any way affected by it? How did you or how would you react to it?
You know, really I just brush it off.
I mean, I wouldn't really care because I don't really care about anything.
Which online platform that you think is the most toxic you've ever seen?
Xbox, honestly.
Xbox.
Xbox for
I have an Xbox. I'm actually in my apps and games right
I think
now.
it was Xbox. I don't know.
I'd say it really depends on who you are and what communities you're in. A toxic community to you is somebody else's safest community.
Well, I would have to disagree about that. There's some toxic communities that really are toxic, and it's only safe if you're just as toxic as they are.
That's also true.
Do you think there is a limit on how free can free speech be online?
Not really, because I mean, a lot of people just say different type of stuff and it just never stop.
I would believe there's some limitations to what a person would say.
I don't think there
No.
is. Never
You
heard
have
of
a
it?
right to speak. Like nobody can stop
Yeah.
you speaking.
Yeah, no one can stop you from speaking.
Have you ever heard of the term online disinhibition effect?
Yes.
Never.
I've never heard of that.
I don't quite remember what it is, but I do remember hearing about it.
It's basically how people are more comfortable to express things online, positively or negatively, than they are in real life. What's your opinion on online disinhibition effect? Does it describe you as an internet user as well?
I think it does
Um,
not.
I guess
Definitely
so.
Everybody has that effect. I actually feel very comfortable talking or so in online compared to in person. Well, I used to a long
Same.
time ago, used to typing, but you know,
Do you feel comfortable sharing things online than in real life? Like maybe your opinions on things. You would
Not
never say it in
personal
real life.
Not private things though. Nuh-uh.
Not private.
Private things?
But
Nuh-uh.
yeah, like,
How about political statements and other stuff?
Statements, yes, but it's just that you have to do like non-inappropriate stuff, non-illegal.
In the Wikipedia article about online disinhibition effect, it states that, and I quote, considering the different subcultures of online communities, people may have various tolerance towards a particular social behavior. Since each platform has its own demographics and they know how the community is there, do you think it's fine if the particular demographic or community has adapted to it? Or it's fine with behaviors that others might consider insensitive? For example, one online community has mutually accepted and understood offensive jokes as being just a joke.
I don't know how to answer that one.
that's
Pretty tough.
I'm kind of speechless on this one too.
I believe there's some things that might have a place for it. Like I want to talk politics inside of certain rooms.
Yeah.
And things like that. Like every time I go into a room and I'm like, this is not time to talk about all that stuff right now. I mean, there's a place for all that stuff. I think we're too early to adapt all these things. There should be a certain standard that everybody should follow, but a bare minimum, a threshold, a limit that everybody can agree on.
I mean, it depends on the person itself.
Yeah, like if you're sensitive, just move on. Sometimes a lot of people say that too. So,
Yeah, especially in online gaming, because people would say nasty things to you, but it's pretty normalized.
yeah, it's like,
Well, it's also
It's
about
like,
being
if you're not
a
used to
grown-up
those
and
words, just
realizing that you
move
don't
on.
give a fuck about what people say.
Do you guys think it's okay to normalize such things, even if the community is okay with it?
oh no.
Do you consider yourself toxic?
To be honest, maybe a little salty
I
sometimes.
mean, I actually probably much swear online. I pretty much swear to my friends only for joking around.
No, I feel like I used to be as like a kid, but I've been online my whole life. When I got
when I
older,
was-
I feel like I learned certain things just were wrong.
There's a lot of things that can happen. I mean, it didn't happen to me because I was kind of a little savvy with the things I do. But I've seen a lot of people get affected by things people did to them and stuff like that online and all those things. So
You don't feel responsible in anything you said online, so you just say whatever you want.
So my past experience showed me that we're all like connected, right? And what you do does have consequences to everyone else. You're not an island to yourself.
Have you ever engaged in any notorious online cultures, like being a troll and involving yourself in cancel culture?
no.
Of course, trolling, but then, I became a decent person as I got older. So, we stopped being kids.
Oh, it's him upstairs.
No.
Not really.
I don't even
Well,
know.
because I don't really judge, to be honest. Y'all do what you want to do, you feel me?
If you see any injustice or a user being bullied online, for example, someone body shamed the user for no reason or calling them with racial slurs, will you join in and defend the affected users? Or how would you react to it in general?
It depends if they're my friend or not, or if they deserve to be called such things.
I wouldn't really join in, like if they're sensitive. If they don't really show any emotion that would hurt them, I would just like joke around. I wouldn't really just play around with them if like join in what you just said. If they're sensitive, it really makes me have bad energy around me.
I really hate racists. They speak the racial language, the language
I don't know how
of
this
being
works.
racist.
That's kind of racist that you would say that.
They like using that reverse racism stuff. So I know all your little tricks or anybody's tricks that they be doing that.
I feel like it's very
Sometimes people
situational.
You?
I would not join in at all.
Any advice on internet use that you would like to share with the viewers?
Do not send inappropriate photos to someone that you don't know online.
Preach it.
Great.
I'd have to say, like, even though, like, people may seem like a bad person, at least treat them with a little bit of respect, because, like,
I was going to say something similar, to be honest. honest. Like, treat people how you want to be treated, you know.
Do not troll. Do not present yourself
Troll
like
all
this
the time.
online, because it's going to be online forever. You're going to be known. Your reputation is online, and it's going to be like that, engraved into the internet.
I had a police officer come to my school. I pretty much learned that you can't send inappropriate photos, even though actually on Instagram someone tried to make me send an inappropriate photo of my private, and I said, nope, I'm blocking you, because you have to block that person and actually tell the actual police that you're actually getting harassed or something happening. You have to tell someone that you know and trust about something going on online. It's pretty much true.
Okay, I guess that's it. Thanks. So, is the internet cruel? I honestly don't know. Sorry I wasted your time by watching a long, boring video about the internet. But listen, the internet is a faceless being. You are seeing a huge binary data on a screen. The texts, photos, videos, and all those stuff on your screen, they're all digital pieces of information. The internet is only a medium of communication, and that medium is how we get to see the ugly side of the internet. Because of this level of information, people get bullied more easily. Doxing is happening, likes are used to win an argument, exploitation for one's personal gain, and not to mention hate speech such as racism, colorism, sexism, homophobia, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, and there's a long list of ugly things out there that society needs to be aware of. After all, it's the internet, right? Anyone can say whatever they want. I don't want to sound like a boomer, but the internet does bring out the worst in us as a society. Toxicity is everywhere, and it's clearer than ever. I don't want to be preachy, but please be respectful. There's always gonna be people out there that will ignore this. After all, it's free speech, right? Whether you have an opposite view of something or you want to defend your argument, I personally believe that it is best to be kind and respectful. Trust me, that is the only way people will listen to you. And maybe have a little sympathy toward others to create a safe space for everyone so they don't feel anxious or get scarred. You don't gain anything worthwhile trolling or just being hateful around the internet. If you feel the need to take a time off of the internet, please do not feel guilty about it. Your mental health is much more important than your online presence. If you reached the end, thank you so much for watching. This is the longest video I've ever made, and I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Your support will help this channel grow. I'll see you beautiful people in the next video.